March 1945, Moraine Country Club, Ohio, the PGA Championship Final. A 38-year-old former baseball player stands 3 holes up against Byron Nelson, the greatest golfer on earth, winner of 18 tournaments this year alone. His name is Sammy Byrd. 10 years ago, he sat on the Yankees bench running for Babe Ruth. Now he's threatening to end Nelson's legendary winning streak in a major championship. How does a baseball backup challenge a golf god? The answer lies in a small handkerchief and a secret about the swing that would change golf forever. But first, we need to understand the man himself. 1911, Birmingham, Alabama. 5-year-old Samuel Dewey Byrd moves into a house right next to Roebuck Golf Course. While other kids play in the streets, young Sammy caddies for members, studying every swing, every shot. His father, Arthur Curdy Byrd, is a golf professional at Maxwell Air Force Base for 37 years. Golf runs in the family blood. But during the Great Depression, baseball offers the only real escape from poverty, so Byrd chooses baseball. 1929 to 1936, he plays for the Yankees and Reds, mostly as a backup. His nickname, Babe Ruth's Legs, the man who runs for the aging Bambino. But here's what the world doesn't know. Throughout his entire baseball career, Byrd plays golf whenever he can, and he's the best golfer in all of Major League Baseball. While the world knows Byrd as a baseball backup on the golf course, he's something else entirely. He defeats every Yankees teammate, wins the Yankees golf championship. The results make the newspapers. Listen to Byrd's own words. "Funny thing, but Babe never asked me for a stroke on the golf course, and there was no way in the world he could beat me. We used to play $10 Nassau, sometimes it got up to 50, and I was like Trevino, I couldn't afford to lose. Babe could." The rumors? Byrd hits his 5-iron farther than Ruth's driver. I weighed 175 pounds and outdrove him by an average of 75 yards per hole. The amazing thing about Ruth was he couldn't hit the ball very far. He didn't use his big muscles, just picked his arms up over his head and swung. Then comes 1930. The Yankees visit Atlanta during Bobby Jones's Grand Slam year. Jones requests permission for Byrd, a fellow Georgian, to play golf with him. Using borrowed clubs on a course he's never seen, Byrd ties Jones at 1 under par. Jones's reaction changes everything. He's the best man off the tee I ever saw. Not one of the best. Yankees practice field, early 1930s. Byrd watches Babe Ruth during batting practice. Ruth tucks a handkerchief under his right armpit, his lead arm, as a left-handed hitter. Ruth explains the purpose. Keep the elbow connected to the body. Force the big muscles in the back and chest to participate, not just the hands. Ruth's theory is simple but revolutionary. Brace on the back leg, coil around it, fire through with the core muscles between hips and shoulders, transfer weight to the front leg. Power comes from the entire body, moving as one unit. Then Byrd makes a genius leap. He realizes something profound. Baseball swing and golf swing share the same fundamental principle. The only difference? The plane. Baseball is horizontal. Golf is inclined. But the concept of connection remains identical. Byrd's own words capture this insight. Golf and baseball are the same, but also completely different. What's essential in both is concentration, timing, and relaxation. Sports writer Grantland Rice once suggested Byrd write a book about the differences between the two swings. Byrd's legendary response? That's going to be a very short book. Here's what Byrd discovered that would revolutionize golf instruction. Most golfers only use hands and shoulders. They disconnect, separating the arms from the torso. True connection means the left arm, left shoulder, chest, and core all move as one synchronized unit. This creates consistent, repeatable power. Golf instruction at the time focused on hand and wrist action. Byrd brought a new philosophy. Big muscles control, small muscles follow. This would become the foundation of modern golf swing theory. May 23rd, 1936. Cincinnati Reds versus Pittsburgh Pirates. Bottom of the 9th inning. The Reds trail 3-0. Bases loaded, no outs. Byrd enters as a pinch hitter. He faces Cy Blanton. One swing, home run. The Reds win 4-3. An ultimate Grand Slam only 27 times in baseball history has this happened. But the next night, May 24th, 1935, brings disaster. Baseball's first game under lights at Crosley Field. Poor visibility. Byrd chases a fly ball, crashes into the wall. His knee never recovers. Byrd later recalls, "That crash ruined my career. The lighting was poor, so I couldn't see the wall. My knee was never right after that night." The Cardinals offer $10,000. Byrd consults Bobby Jones and Ed Dudley. His decision? Retire from baseball at age 30. Turn professional in golf. 1937, Byrd becomes Ed Dudley's assistant at Philadelphia Country Club. The golf world is about to witness something extraordinary. 1933 to 1939. The skepticism is immediate. A baseball player thinks he can compete with golf professionals? Many laugh at the idea. December 1933, Miami Biltmore Open. Golfers gasp as Byrd launches 300-yard drives. Tommy Armour, a major champion who ties for third, watches in amazement. Armour's assessment: "He has one of the best golf swings I have seen anywhere. I believe he can hit a golf ball as far as anyone now living, and with a little more chance to play and practice, he would be one of the true stars of the game." Byrd's technical strengths become obvious. His driver is terrifying, long and straight. The connected swing creates remarkable consistency. His iron play is solid, thanks to baseball hand-eye coordination. Years of pressure, situations give him exceptional temperament. But weaknesses exist. His short game on the greens often betrays him. He lacks experience with delicate shots around the green. Sometimes he relies too much on power. 1939 marks his breakthrough season. Runner-up at the Texas Open on the PGA Tour. Victory at the Philadelphia Open. By 1940, Byrd becomes head professional at Marion Golf Club, one of America's most prestigious courses. Waite Hoyt, his former Yankees teammate, offers this observation: "He has the most graceful golf swing you've ever seen." The laughter stops. Respect begins. But the real test awaits at Augusta National. Can a former baseball backup compete at the Masters against the world's greatest golfers? 1941, Augusta National, the Masters. Byrd's name appears on the leaderboard alongside golf immortals. Final standings tell the story. Craig Wood finishes first at 8 under par. Byron Nelson ties at 8 under. Third place, Sammy Byrd at 5 under par. Behind him, Ben Hogan in 4th. Ed Dudley in 5th. Sam Snead in 6th. Read that again. Byrd defeats Hogan, Snead, and Dudley, legends of the game. He loses only to Wood, who wins a playoff against Nelson. Bobby Jones watches from the gallery, pride evident on his face as his friend validates every word of praise. Augusta National favors long hitters. The par fives become Byrd's hunting ground. His driver dominates. But the complex greens present challenges the weakness in his short game, costs strokes. 1942, the Masters. Byrd proves the previous year wasn't luck. Final leaderboard: Byron Nelson wins a playoff against Ben Hogan. Paul Runyon finishes 3rd. Sammy Byrd claims 4th place. Behind him, Horton Smith, the 1934 Masters champion, finishes 5th. 2 consecutive years in the top 5 at Augusta, the baseball player has silenced every doubter. Then come the war years. 1942 to 1945, Byrd dominates, winning 6 official PGA Tour events. Greater Greensboro Open in 42, Chicago Victory National Open in 43, New Orleans Open in 44, Texas Open in 45, shooting .268, a tournament record, Azalea Open, and Michigan PGA Championship, both in 45. Many top golfers serve in the military, but Byrd still defeats the remaining elite. Hogan, Snead, McSpadden. His legitimacy is beyond question. 1945, Byron Nelson's miracle year. 18 victories, 11 consecutive wins, a record that stands untouched. Scoring average of 68.33 that only Tiger Woods would better in 2000. Byrd becomes Nelson's most persistent challenger. 5 times he finishes second to Nelson. 5 times he pushes the greatest golfer on earth to his limits. July 15th, 1945, PGA Championship Final, Moraine Country Club, Dayton, Ohio. 36-hole match play for the title, morning 18 holes. Through 14 holes, Byrd and Nelson trade shots evenly. Then holes 15 through 18, Byrd explodes. 4 consecutive birdies. The morning round ends with Byrd leading by 2 holes. The gallery erupts in disbelief. Afternoon 18. The first 4 holes. Byrd continues his assault. By the 4th hole, he leads by 4. Nelson faces his biggest crisis of the year. Then the 7th hole of the afternoon, the 25th overall, Byrd makes bogey. The weather suddenly shifts. Wind rises. 35-mile-per-hour gusts sweep across the course. Nelson later writes in his memoir, "Sam had me 2 down after the morning round, and by the 4th hole of the afternoon, he had me 4 down. The wind was 35 miles per hour that day. Besides playing a tough opponent, I was playing under tough conditions. But I had grown up in Texas and was a much better wind player than Sam." Nelson makes eagle on the next par 3. From there to hole 14, he shoots 6 under par. Final result, Nelson wins 4 and 3. 1948, the Masters. Byrd's final appearance at Augusta National, hole number 2, pink dogwood, a par 5. Byrd records a 10, the highest score ever recorded on this hole until David Duval in 2006. He finishes the first round with 84, 12 over par. The remaining 3 rounds at hole 2 tell the painful story. Round 2, 5. Round 3, 5. Round 4, 6. Total for all 4 rounds, 26 strokes. 6 over par on a single hole across the entire tournament. Byrd offers no complaints, no excuses. He accepts the disaster with quiet dignity and finishes all 4 rounds with professionalism intact. His own words explain the unique pressure of golf. "I have found that golfers have more tension, are inclined to tighten up more than ball players. The golfer is out there for himself. Even if he's playing a team match, he must make all the shots by himself. And knowing if he misses a shot, uses bad judgment, or gets into difficulty just once and takes unnecessary strokes that puts on the pressure, this failure reveals Byrd's humanity, but his response reveals his character. The Masters disaster of '48 marks the end of his championship days. His true legacy, however, is just beginning." 1948 onwards, Byrd transitions from champion to teacher, head professional at Plum Hollow Golf Club in Detroit. 1952, he returns to Alabama, building a driving range with his brother Curdy. By the 60s, Sam Byrd Golf Center opens complete with driving range, par 3 course, and mini golf. But the real impact begins with 2 crucial encounters. First, Ben Hogan. After watching Byrd play at the PGA Championship, Hogan approaches with a famous question. "What do you know about putting a stick on a ball that no one else does?" Byrd teaches Hogan the left side connection theory, the handkerchief drill from Babe Ruth. Keep the left arm connected to the chest through impact. The result? Hogan develops his flatter, more controlled swing plane. The hook disappears, replaced by a controlled fade. This becomes the foundation for Hogan's dominance in the late 40s and 50s. Second, Jimmy Ballard, 1960. Byrd needs help at his Birmingham driving range. He hires 17-year-old Jimmy Ballard, a local kid who loves golf. Byrd recognizes something special and begins mentoring him intensively. Ballard later calls Byrd his father figure. Byrd teaches Ballard everything, not just the drill, but why it works. The biomechanics from a baseball perspective. Big muscles control, small muscles follow. Ballard's success becomes legendary. Golf Magazine names him Teacher of the Decade for the 1980s. His students win 11 major championships. Curtis Strange captures 2 U.S. Opens. Hal Sutton wins the 1983 PGA Championship. Sandy Lyle claims the 1988 Masters. In 1981, Ballard publishes How to Perfect Your Golf Swing, systematizing Byrd's teachings into the 7 common denominators. Connection forms the foundation of everything. The handkerchief drill lives on today. Tour professionals like Vijay Singh practice with head covers tucked under their arms. From 1930s Babe Ruth to 2020's PGA Tour, nearly a century of influence from one small towel. Byrd also mentored boxing legend Joe Louis in golf, helping him find new passion after retirement. During World War II, Byrd joined Byron Nelson and Ed Dudley in hundreds of exhibition matches, raising over $100,000 for the Red Cross. Sammy Byrd passed away May 11, 1981, in Mesa, Arizona. Alabama Sports Hall of Fame inducted him in 1974.